This is not a test. This channel has interrupted its regular programming to provide disaster information not being readily reported. Important details will follow this tone.
Hey folks, Ira here. I hope you have had a great Thursday. Thanks for tuning in for our report of odd events taking place around the world. For the record, today is April the 6th, 2017. At least 21 people were struck down with nourishing salmonella caused by a bad batch of eggs at a restaurant in Washington state. The outbreak, which left some diners hospitalized, dehydrated, and genuinely distraught. The Department of Health and Human Services was alerted to the outbreak after a number of people were treated for salmonella at Box Hill Hospital. The Department of Health is currently looking into the root cause of the salmonella outbreak, which is now believed to be contained to workers at different Cup and Saucer Cafe locations in Portland, Oregon have confirmed cases of sweet hepatitis A. According to the Multnomah County Health Department, anyone who ate or drank at the Cup and should contact their doctor immediately. People who ate or drank there between February the 22nd and March the 21st should also contact their provider if they have any symptoms. The investigation began on March the 20th when a case of hepatitis A was reported to the health department. The restaurant worker stayed home from work and officials vaccinated the restaurant staff. On April the 3rd, a second worker connected to the cafe was diagnosed with hepatitis A. According to health officials, hepatitis A typically causes a temporary illness of fever, tiredness, laziness, belly pain, projectile vomiting, crazy hot, explosive diarrhea and jaundice, a lovely yellowing of the skin or eyes. It is highly contagious, and people become infected by swallowing the virus, which is present in the feces of an ill person. Oh, God! The virus can spread from person to person by inadequate hand washing after using the toilet or changing diapers, or eating food prepared by an infected person. Don't forget, Andrew Ryan, it can also be passed by sexual contact, okay? More than 400 icebergs have drifted into the North Atlantic shipping lanes over the past week in an unusually large swarm for this early in the season, forcing vessels to slow to a crawl or take detours of hundreds of miles. Experts are attributing it to uncommonly strong counterclockwise winds that are drawing the icebergs south, and perhaps also global warming, which is accelerating the process by which chunks of the Greenland ice sheet break off and float away. So they say, anyways. As of Monday, there were about 450 icebergs near the Grand Banks of Newfoundland, up from 37 a week earlier, according to the United States Coast Guard's International Ice Patrol in New London, Connecticut. Those kinds of numbers are usually not seen until late May or early June. The average for this time of year is about 80. In the waters close to where the Titanic went down in 1912. The icebergs are forcing ships to take precautions. Instead of cutting straight across the ocean, transatlantic vessels are taking detours that can add around 400 miles to the trip. Finally, Indonesian authorities are preparing to evacuate nearly 1,000 people living in dangerous zones as the Banda Api volcano has turned active. Mount Banda Api has experienced several tremors over the past few days, forcing authorities to ban any activity within a 1 mile's radius from the crater. Should the frequency of the tremors keep rising, an eruption may happen. But, if it doesn't, poison gas is expected to spread from the crater. Interestingly enough, the area near the volcano was recently mapped and it was determined that many residents still live on its slopes. In fact, there are over 770 people living in the area within 1 mile from the crater. All of them must be displaced as soon as possible. Mount Bandarpi erupted in 1998, killing 3 people with over 1,000 others evacuated. Indonesia, an archipelago country with 17,500 islands, is home to 129 active volcanoes. Thank you for tuning in. If you found this to be interesting, please like, share, and subscribe. While at it, post your thoughts on this and whatever else is on your mind below. If you like the social media thing, you can link to us via the standard allotted social sites in the description. Have a great day, guys. Stay safe.
This concludes this report of the emergency alert system. All normal programming operations may now resume.